Hey everyone, this is Chansky. I'm really sorry that I've been absent for so long and not posting any videos, but today I have a real treat for you. This is from the actual game. This is no longer beta. This is my first release since the game has come out, and this is a game worth posting. I'm doing something a little different this time. Instead of having the entire map revealed and trying to draw your attention to various things that are happening in the game, I'm only going to show what I see, and I've also got the player camera activated for myself. So I'm still playing Protoss. Some of you might know that I played Protoss during the beta. I'm still playing Protoss, so most of this is going to be on Protoss coverage, and most of my videos are going to be about Protoss. So this is a new map for StarCraft, and I've sent an early probe scout out. My opponent, who is unnamed right now, he is also Protoss, so this is going to be a mirror match. And I know what you guys are thinking, mirror matches are boring, you guys end up getting the same units, and it just you kind of dance around each other. But this match is actually pretty good, and it highlights a lot of strategic elements that can be employed in this game, and it makes this game great. So I'm in pink. I built a gateway and pylon at my choke. My opponent is in blue. The blue Protoss is now a probe to chase me around the map, which is good. He's got one probe in my base and one probe chasing my scout, so he's not mining with two probes. Now his scout has kind of disappeared, so I suspect that he's got a pylon down here, which he does. That can either mean gateway proxy or cannon rush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to block off my choke with buildings and a probe so that zealots and most other ground units can still get through. And simultaneously, I'm going to be sending a probe down to get rid of that pylon. Now, I know that his probe has left my base, so I'm not too worried. But I want to show you guys a trick that actually worked in StarCraft 1. It still works now. You can take a probe and he's canceled that pylon, which is a smart move. I'm going to build my pylon there to make sure he doesn't destroy those rocks. You can take a probe and watch how my probe just glides through my other probe, whereas his probe gets stuck. That's because the gliding probe that I use is the command to move to mineral and mine mineral rather than just move to ground. So because that command gives it some kind of special property, that probe kind of loses its collision to other things, not buildings, not terrain, but to at least to other probes. So it kind of just glides through my probe, whereas his probe got stuck and wasn't able to make it into my base. So now I'm free to tech however I want, but as you can see, so is he. I don't have a probe in his base, so because I lost that scout, I really want to get another scout back in there or initiate some kind of attack as soon as possible. Now I know that he built a gateway. I don't know if he has a secondary gateway. I don't know if he went for gas. If you can see the mini-map. Oh, and by the way, I'm recording in HD now using my brother's external hard drive, which is freaking awesome. So a lot less lag compared to before when I was not even recording in HD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push out with two zealots. I'm not going to use my entire force just in case he has some troops hiding nearby waiting for me to push out. I'm going to push out with two zealots, and carelessly I lost that probe, but I see that he has two gateways, and you can see that our gateways are positioned in such a way so that there's only one small hallway, one small tunnel that you can use to get through. So we have a very similar builds right now, but once again, he has no idea what's going on inside my base, and I have no idea what's going on inside. So I think he's either probably going to tech DTs, tech Void Rays, tech Stalkers, tech Immortals, tech Colossus. It could be anything, or he could be going a 4-gate strategy. I have no idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two zealots. I already saw what his choke looks like. I have no reason to reveal that I have two zealots out. So I'm going to go around and attack his rocks. Now this map is very interesting because you are not up on a cliff, and a lot of Protoss versus mirror matches end up being a bunch of Colossus Immortal Micro. But Colossus is not going to give you too much of a base assault advantage in this case because they're not cliffs, they're just open chasms. So a Colossus can't really walk up into your base. Now, he sent out his army. I see that he's got like 5 zealots and a sentry, so I know exactly what his army looks like. I'm going to continue hiding my I'm going to keep hiding my army from him so that he has no idea what I have. I'm guessing right now he's checking my those rocks of his, and now he's coming back. I'm on top of that cliff, a good scouting position. I see where his army is, so now I know I can go back to those rocks. Position is so important in this game. Because I had those specific positions, I was able to know where his army is, what his army composition is, but he still has no idea what I have. Now he's going to come back because he's suspicious about these rocks. Probably he sees the rocks. I'm going to continue pushing through in case his army is heading towards my base, which I'm confident I can defend. But now his army has shown up, and I'm going to run away. I'm not going to destroy those rocks. I'm going to give him the choice of destroying those rocks. If he does, he opens up the back of his base. If he doesn't get to chase me back. So it looks like he's going to try to chase me back, and I'm just going to move my zealots back. I don't see him coming, and I still got that probe. If you can see on the minimap, you can still see that I have that probe right there waiting. Now I'm going to head my zealots back. This is kind of like a tug of war kind of thing. I see that he has a superior force. I'm not going to engage him. Instead, I'm going to split my forces. I'm going to take my probe, and I'm going to run back and get that scout that he opened up for me while he chased my zealots. So he's not going to catch my probe now because he doesn't have zealot speed charged. And so I'm going to get that probe in, get that valuable scout, and see what he's doing. Does he have more gateways? He's got the assimilator, the cybernetics, and there it is. It's the Stargate. And I know what he's going because you can see that faint glimmer of a void ray inside warping in. I see that void ray already warped in. Immediately I'm going to research blink, charge that research, and charge up my stalker production. Then I'm got to build 2 gateways as quickly as possible. I canceled my immortal production. I built 2 robo bays. Those immortals will be useless against his void ray army right now. I'm not trying to play chicken, you know. It's not immortals in your base, void rays in my base. It's I'm gonna counter your army, and then I'm gonna push out. So what he should be doing right now is, because I saw his tech, what he should assume is that I'm gonna counter his tech. And very careless right here. He doesn't move his void ray away, and he's gonna lose that void ray, not really doing anything at all. And here comes the frontal assault. He tried to trap some zealots outside, but shrewdly I move my zealots back in. Now I'm going to get pot shots off on his zealots, while my zealots attempt to block up as much as possible. He's going to try to break through that gateway, but while he's doing that, he's going to be losing a lot of troops. He's lost a good portion of his army now, and my blink has just finished researching, which means I'm free to push out. Another void ray here. I'm going to blink right on top of him. We trade units, 1 stalker for 1 void ray. Very worth it for me. Stalker is a lower tech and costs less to build and doesn't take as much time to build. I'm going to rebuild that block, and I'm going to push out with those zealots and stalkers. I know I have a superior army because I did not tech as much as he did. Although I did waste money building those robo bays, I did not make any units from them. He's very smart. He built a pylon near my base so that he can see me. He knows that I'm coming, so he's going to be trying to prepare for this assault. He knows that I'm going. This attack is extremely important because I know that he has nothing. Well, not nothing, but I know that he just ran his army back. His army should be heavily damaged. He sends a zealot out just to see if I am indeed really attacking, and he confirms that I am. So he's going to go back into his base. And remember, he just ran back, so he might be still stuck outside his base, which he is. And this is my opportunity right here. He warps in 3 more stock. My army is vastly superior to his army. Most of my units are full HP. His units are full HP, but he's already lost some. I'm just whittling down his army, waiting for the right moment where I can blink in. That moment is when he decides, hey, maybe I should retreat, but I don't think that's going to come, so I'm going to blink it right now and take out the rest of his forces. He shouldn't have too much of anything else right now. I saw his attack. He might have a robo bay, maybe 1 immortal, which would help against my stalkers if he had an immortal. He might have a couple more void rays, which won't help him right now because they're very weak to stalkers to have blink. He's going to try to kite with that void ray, but it doesn't matter because I can blink right under him and just destroy it. And all this I know because of that scout, because I got that probe in, saw him going void rays. That allowed me to counter. And one more thing about warping units in. You don't want to warp units in. You don't want to warp units in right on top of your opponent's army, because your opponent's army will just destroy it. And there's the GG. Nobody pay attention to that name. I'm not trying to embarrass anybody right now. He's a very good player. But I have to mention, this was a tournament game. That's what he means by good luck next round. But there you go. Scouting, extremely important. On this map, the Zelnaga Watchtower in the middle of the map, not too important. It's important to know your opponent is moving his forces into the middle of the map, but as far as anything else goes, it's not that important. It doesn't really see anything of particular value other than these high resource minerals. If you're gonna expand to these minerals, you're probably winning already, or the other guy's pinned by one of your strange tricks that you've pulled. More rocks here, just another feature of the map. But anyway, I really wanted to show you guys how important scouting is and what it tells you. You know, beginning of the game, it tells you he's blocking, he might have gateways, or he's teching. Middle of the game, it tells you what he did, so you don't have to guess anymore. And at the end of the game, it allows you to execute your counterattack. So thanks for watching, and I hope this was informative.